And of course, right now, Notre Dame is in the midst of one of the truly great football seasons this school has ever had. Just your thoughts of how well this team has played this year, and are they ahead of schedule in your mind?
Well, you know, it's hard to put into words how they've played. It's been characterized by a type of grit and intelligence that feels so good, because that's who we are. I mean, if we got into the same place, frankly, with a 60-point-a-game offense, it wouldn't be Notre Dame football. I mean, this has been the heart and soul of this has been a Notre Dame approach, and Brian and staff have done a great job. Great student leadership, and I think it's very special. I mean, you know, you always get caught in the middle of a season, and is this really unique and different and special? In part because of the young men who are achieving it, I think it is. You know, Manti gets deservedly a lot of attention for his remarkable values and commitment to this place. Well, he's representative of the program. The program is filled with guys like that. And that's one of the reasons this is so special. As to your question of whether it's ahead of schedule, yeah, it is for me. I thought, I've told several people, my plan, my laying this out and thinking about it was pointed towards 13.
When Coach Kelly arrived here, he came with the reputation as an offensive coach, a spread coach, a sling it around the field coach. And I've talked to him about this. Apparently, when you interviewed him, much of that conversation centered on defense.
Yeah, it was almost all about defense, right? It was probably a 60-40 division to the extent we talked football things. And it was a shared vision that there's a way you have to play the game when you're Notre Dame. That because of who we play, when we play them, and where we play, you better have a defense and an ability to run the ball, because you're gonna find weekends where if you don't have those things, you can't prevail. And so we were very focused on that from the beginning. And you know, it's the reason that Notre Dame's successes have come with teams that look like that. People misunderstood Brian. What Brian's history shows you is a remarkable ability to coach to the talent he has. He had some nation-leading defenses along the way in his career. The most recent years at Cincinnati, when people got to know him, his talent didn't support that approach. It had to support another approach, and he used it.
You were a very active participant in the process that came up with the new playoff that is going to start in a couple of years. In fact, you were the spokesperson in most of the press conferences. When you talk with your athletic director brethren, what is their take on the importance of Notre Dame being good in college football for the entire college football landscape?
You know, it's a pretty constant theme. And when I first came on this job, I was surprised by it, frankly. The first person to say it to me early on was George Bodenheimer, then the president of ESPN, and we had a meeting, and George said, it's really important for you to get good. And I thought, well, that's odd, because you're not our broadcaster. And he said, no. He said, no one's more heavily invested in college football than we are, and you make college football better. And that's a reoccurring theme. Even folks who don't care for us for any number of reasons will say to me, the industry's better, the game's better when you guys are better.